I surrender my all to you.
I'll admit right now I need you. I can't see myself without you. I'm putting my trust into you. I surrender my all to you.
I surrender my all to you. I submit myself before you. I entrust my life into you. I put no one else before you. I surrender my all to you.
Think about the things that you did for me and the fact that you said you live in me. If I get all up and I live for you, you said you free me mentally. So raw reject this into me. Nothing else can hinder me. Just place your spirit into me and watch how I surrender me. I promise, 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 nothing else can compare to your love, joy, peace, grace, and mercy. Lord, I'm thirsty like one of those deer. You wanna work me, I'ma serve you. I've been searching, couldn't find nobody but you. Couldn't find nobody, okay, I got it. Couldn't find nobody but you.
I surrender my all to you.
I'll admit right now I need you. I can't see myself without you. I'm putting my trust into you. I surrender my all to you.
I surrender my all to you. I submit myself before you. I entrust my life into you. I put no one else before you. I surrender my all to you.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Y'all, good morning. Sometimes you just got to laugh at yourself, right? When something crazy happens. I'm going to tell y'all about my morning real quick, and then we're going to get into P.U.M.P. Welcome to Power Up Morning Prayer. It is Minister Alyshia, and we are going to get into it this morning. I know for a fact that whatever I have for y'all this morning is something good, and I know that because it almost didn't get to y'all. I'm going to tell y'all what happened, okay? But first, I just want to say good morning to each and every person that is joining now, joining later. Get your people up, get your friends, your families, tell them to log in, join the live. We are live, Ambassadors for Christ. P.U.M.P. Power Up Morning Prayer is live. Let me tell y'all about my morning. I was on live this morning. I thought I was on live, okay? I was yapping to myself for 30 minutes. It was something that I needed for me before I put it out to y'all, because I'm telling you, I had a hot 30 minutes for y'all. I had scripture, I had revelation, we was getting into it, and I really was just yapping to me. And I'm not a content creator, I'm not a streamer. I was just doing what I thought was right. Good morning, Miss Sharika Riley. Listen, y'all. I thought I was giving y'all something good. I was up here. I was late for work because I was going to make sure y'all got the word this morning. And I was talking to myself. I never included y'all in the live. So we doing it again. We running it back because clearly it's something that y'all needed, that I needed, that the enemy did not want me to get out this morning. If y'all can see from the title, I don't know if y'all can see, but if you can see from the title, the topic on this morning is shh. It's getting too loud. What am I talking about? I'm not talking about your environment. I'm not talking about your kids running around. I'm not talking about just physical noise. What I'm talking about is our schedule getting too loud? Is the things that we are busied ourselves with and that we're involving ourselves with that is creating chaos in our life, that is distracting us? Is it getting too loud to hear God's voice, to hear his direction, to hear all the answered prayers and the open doors and all the things that he has set before us to help us succeed, to help us prosper? Are we distracted by the things that are going on in our life? Are we distracted by the things that we have involved ourselves in to the point that it's getting so loud that we can no longer hear his voice? Or are we like Elijah when he was put on Mount Carmel, when he had so much happening? It was 1 Kings 19, where it was like the wind came through, a fire came through, an earthquake came through, and God wasn't in any of it. And as soon as everything was done and it was back still and quiet, a whisper came to Elijah. Are we like that, where God is waiting for all the noise to quiet down, all the chaos to be done in our lives, all the everything to finish disrupting us so that he can finally speak, so that he can finally answer our prayers, so that he can finally say what he has to say? Y'all, when I tell y'all I had something good for y'all this morning, it's still good. and we're going to get through it because clearly there are some people that have some things that is causing chaos. There are some people that have some things that are in the way, and God is just waiting for these things to move out the way. Good morning, Apostle. God is waiting for these things to move out of the way so that we can be the best version of ourselves, so that we can uphold all of the responsibilities that He has bestowed upon us, so that we can be a willing vessel, a usable vessel for His word to give to the people. Okay. So good morning to each and every person that's logging in. Good morning to everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I just want you guys to know that this morning we're going to get into it. And I hope that each and every one of you get something out of this, because it's time to shh all the noise in our lives and let God be the only voice that is leading and directing us throughout the day. Okay. So we are going to get into it. A lot of times we go about our day trying to busy ourselves. Earlier I was talking about Mary and Martha, how, when God is in the room and He provides His presence to you and He provides you a moment where you could just sit and just listen to Him. Sometimes we feel like the right thing to do is to serve, 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 serve. Sometimes we feel like the right thing to do is to meet the people's needs and to do all these things. And sometimes we're missing the opportunity to get with God ourselves. And a lot of times what we do is we'll start off hot and heavy. Listen, I've got the markers, the pens for the Bible, all the note cards and all these things. But are these things that we started off with as necessities turning into household decorations, collecting dust, and now we no longer are using the note cards. We're no longer using the Bible markers and the pens and all the things that we needed in the beginning to stay focused, to stay in His word, and that we were so excited about. And now we went from praying and studying His word for 2 hours at a time with excitement and joy to, God, I'm going to catch you on the back end. And God, I didn't get to you this morning, but I'm going to get to you before I go to sleep. And now we're using Him as a when I have time versus I'm intentionally making time to God. I'm getting in your presence. I'm getting in your word. I'm giving you my undivided attention. Now we have no time and no attention given to God, but we have all the time and all the attention to give to the meetings, to give to the social medias, the notifications, the emails, the practices, and all the other things that we busy ourselves with. But when do we give our opportunity for God to speak to us the way we want Him to answer and deliver and bless us? I was talking to somebody. I love me a good morning text, not realizing that my good morning to God in the morning is His good morning text. When are we putting a smile on His face when He wakes us up in the morning? He put breath in our lungs just for us to get on the phone with somebody else or having a conversation with somebody else. It's going to sound really, really bad, but sometimes when I talk to my sister in the morning, if I miss her call, because we got a morning call, we used to have a lunch call before she had to put her phone up at work, and we got an end of the day call, right? And in the morning, let's say I miss her call. I'm in the shower or whatever the case may be, and I call her back, my sister Britt, right? I call her back, and she'll be like, I'm dead now. Now, that's a bit dramatic, but we have that response when, our relative or our friends or somebody don't get back with us or they don't call us back. But when it comes to God, we don't have that same oh God, urgency or and we don't talk about nothing, y'all. We literally don't talk about nothing that is so important that if I don't answer the phone, it's monumental, right? But why don't we have that same urgency, that same dedication, that same schedule with God? How I'm on the phone with her 3 times a day, but when it comes to God, sometimes it's like, oh shoot, did I pray today? Oh shoot, did I have that moment? Did I have that intentional time with God? Did I create a moment in my day where I can spend with God? I had a job previously before this one, And I was so busy. It almost felt like I had to sneak to take a bathroom break just to use the bathroom. And now he's provided me with a job with the opportunity to have ample time in his presence. Am I taking advantage of the time that he has allotted me, that he has provided me? Am I taking advantage of my summer and my moments where I have free time? And am I filling it with things that really don't matter? Am I filling it with a whole bunch of busyness so that I can feel like I'm relevant or so I can feel important? Sometimes society, especially now, makes you feel the more you do, the more important you are. The more you do, the more relevant you are. The more your face is out, the chase known, your name known, the more, accolades you get, right? But when it comes to God, he's not even asking for all of that. He's not even asking for your 24 hours in your day to be dedicated for him. He said, are you even making a split 10 minutes? Sometimes we'll be like, to our children, I need 15. I need 10. We'll even sit in a car for 10 minutes. But are we taking advantage of that time that we are asking for to even give God a tithe of our 24 hours? Are we giving him a slight little? Sometimes all he wants to know is that you are acknowledging him, his presence, and that he did something for you on that day because he didn't have to do anything. Are you taking the time to even acknowledge God? I know I'm busy right now, but I just want to take a second to let you know I love you, and I'm acknowledging that you did bless me with life. I am acknowledging that you did provide me with all these things, because let's say you're in a relationship, right? If that person don't talk to you for 24 hours, that's it. Oh my gosh, that's the end of the relationship, right? But with God, we could go 24, 48, 72 hours without talking to him and expect it to be okay. We could go all month. We could go all year. We could show up on Easter, ain't seen him, talked to him, or thanked him all year, and he's still going to bless us with his presence. He's still going to enter into that room. He's still going to meet you where you are. He's still going to bless you. He's still going to use you. But let it be a regular person. The world ends. If we don't hear from them, we putting out Amber Alerts. We doing personal checkups. We doing phone calls. We're doing, oh, can we do a wellness check on this person? But are we doing a wellness check on God? Are we making sure he's okay? This is when we go to prayer, it's not a monologue type thing. It's not request, 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 request. Are you taking the time to actually listen to God? Are you taking the time? How do we know our life is becoming too loud? How do we know that we're doing too much? Because sometimes I just don't know. Sometimes I'm going about my day and I think I'm doing all the right things and I think I'm doing enough to, please him. Not realizing that, Alyshia, you did a whole bunch of busy work, but you did nothing that actually edified God. You did nothing to actually take what he has placed into you and share it with his people. You did not evangelize today. How do I know that I've gotten so busy? Let me number one. All right. You're talking to God, but never sitting long enough to listen. Are you talking to God? And then as soon as you say amen, you're on to the next task. It's like, oh God, I'm going through all the 5 ways to pray, all the, I got to hit this, and this that they taught me when we was having terry service, right? I hit all those things. And then as soon as I hit amen, I'm on to the next thing, on to the next task, checking my notifications, seeing what I missed while I was in my 2 minutes of prayer. Are we taking the time to just breathe and listen to what God has? Because God doesn't take a long time to answer. He doesn't have to. He could answer you immediately. He could kick you with a response right then if you actually take the time to listen. Am I taking the time to listen? Yes, I can put my request before the Lord. But if I never sit there and wait for the response, if I never sit there and listen for him to answer me, it's all in vain. Like, what's the point of coming to him and crying out and praying if I'm not going to take the time to listen to see what it is that he has for me? Am I doing too much? Number 2, we mistake productivity for purpose. I just talked about that. I'm doing this, that, and though I think I'm doing the right thing, I'm just being busy. I'm being active. Yes, that's a great thing. Stay active. Don't have an idle mind. However, am I mistaking my productivity for purpose? Is this what he actually wants me to do? Did you actually go to God and say, God, put before me the things that you want me to do, set before me the plans, let me know the blueprint, let me know the layout, so that way as I go throughout my day, I know exactly what is for me, what I'm supposed to be doing, and what is just a distraction. Because sometimes distractions can also look like a purposeful thing. Sometimes distractions could also look like what God has for you. But the whole time it's something that's just sent to distract you, sent to throw you off track, sent to busy your mind. So that way, when God is actually speaking to you and your real assignment comes up, you're so distracted and so busy by what you thought was your purpose, by what you thought was your assignment for the day, that you miss the opportunity that God set before you to really do something in his kingdom, to really move, to really shift some things, because I'm busily distracted over here by what the enemy made me feel like was purpose. Am I taking my time to quiet the noise, quiet the distraction, quiet all the loudness around me, and listen to the whisper, listen to the real assignment? Number 3, we're so busy doing for God that we stop being with God. Yes, he wants you to serve. Yes, he wants you to do this, that, and the third, but are you doing so much for him that you're not spending time with him? I was just thinking about this the other day. Man, when I used to go to the gym, when I first started going to the gym, it was, I would get my time in with God on my way to the gym. I knew I was going to be there for at least an hour. That's a good amount of time to, get my day started with God. I would be in there. I'd be on leg press, pressing it out like, God, you right? Let me hurry up and dry these tears. Let me make it look like sweat, right? And slowly, as time began to progress, that time with God lessened and it lessened, and then it turned into a conversation, and it turned to, oh, this is my jam, this is my song. Now I'm listening to my favorite song. I got a gym playlist, or I'm having a conversation with my sister before she clocks into work, and I'm using that gym time now, which was used to purposely set my day, set my atmosphere, and put me in the right mindset and put me on the right mode to get through the day, not only getting through what I have to do for work, but I'm also shifting things in the atmosphere. He's putting my mind on things that I need to tend to. He's putting my mind on kingdom, and he's setting it early, and I'm getting that personal time, and it's building our relationship. And now that time has begun to dissipate, and I'm not even realizing, because boom, my favorite song came on. Boom, I'm having a conversation and I'm having a good time and I'm meeting people at the gym, not realizing that, hey, did you take your time with God? Hey, isn't this your worship time? Hey, isn't this your moment with God? Because when you get to work, it's going to be tons of people in your face. It's going to be tons of emails. It's going to be meetings, and then you won't have time for God. And sometimes after work, I'll kick it in with practice with Khalil. And sometimes after practice, I'm beelining it to the church, and I've got assignments there and I got things going there. And then by the time that's over, I'm so drained and tired, I just want to relax. And then if I try to crack my Bible open, well, at that point, I'm falling asleep reading my word. So is the enemy allowed access to my mind to distract me so much that even when God is like, hey, clap if you can hear me. Hey, hey, it's so much going on. I don't even hear him. I don't even hear him. And then because what I'm doing, I'm talking to my coworkers, right? I'm building that relationship. Oh, eventually I'm wearing her down. I can invite her to church. So it looks like purpose. It looks like purpose. And he's like, hey, you wait. If you just listen to me, I'm telling you, you're wasting your time. They're never going to cook. Hey, you're wasting your time. It's something more important over here, but you're wasting your time over there. You're letting them use you. You're letting the enemy, you know what? I'm going to just wait. I don't want him to be at a point where he's like, I'm going to just wait. I'm going to wait till you're done. Right? Because think about it. If you've ever said that to someone, like let's say you're trying to quiet a room and everybody's talking, they're not listening to you, and you hit that, I'm going to just wait. Are you saying it joyful? No. Are you saying it with an attitude? Yes. Yes. Why? Because I'm trying to get your attention, and now I got to wait till you're done talking for you to listen to me. God, He's trying to get your attention sometimes, and sometimes we got so much going on that we can't hear him, and he's like, I'm going to just wait. I could have opened that door. I could have did that immediately. I could have turned some things around for you, but I'm going to just wait. Because since you got so much going on, since you know what's best for you, it's not like I got the plan for you or nothing, right? We've got so much going on that we're not listening. We're not taking the time to say, God, I know I got a lot going on. I know today's about to be a busy day. So what I'm going to do is give you yours first. Give you yours first, right? It even tells us in his words, Psalms 46:10, be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth. He say, listen, be still. Take a moment, pause, break. I understand you trying to get to the next activity. I understand you're trying to be proactive, productive. I understand, but if you just be still, sometimes we put more on ourselves than it has to be. Sometimes our day could be easy peasy. Sometimes we could have had an easy week, but we put so much on ourselves trying to be productive, trying to please God, that sometimes we don't even realize that He had it set out for us to have a smooth day, an easy day. But now our response at the end of the day is, it's going. I made it through. And He's like, you could have been chilling, right? It's so many times I'll get to work, and now I'm so busy at work, and I realize, bro, where is everybody? And they like, well, they put out the message that you could work from home. They put out the message that you didn't have to come in today, but now I'm here, and at this point I'm here. But if I would have just listened, I would have known, like, hey, I could have been chilling today, right? But now I'm since you're here, I'm getting the, oh, well, since you're here, oh, is anybody in the office today? Can you do this? Can you do that? So now I'm engulfed with all this chaos, and I'm taking care of everybody's this, that, and the third, because I've been placed into an environment that I was never meant to be in. I was supposed to be in a chill zone. I was supposed to be in the comfort of my home. But because I didn't listen when it was put out, now I've got to deal with the environment that I placed myself in, right? Sometimes if we listen to God in the moment after we put in the request, He said, if you would just take a second to listen to me, right? If we take a second to just be still, He could put us in a easier situation. He could put us in a better situation. But no, sometimes He's got to get our attention. So instead of making things roll smoothly, he's trying to get your attention because you're so involved in what you've got going on that He's got to shake some things up just to get you to cry out to Him, just to get for a moment of your time. Listen, God, you ain't got to get my attention in no way chaotic, God. I'm here listening. Is there something that you have for me? Start your day from now. God, set the plans before me before I even get my day started. Before I add anything to my day, let me know what it is that you have for me and that you want me to accomplish and that you want for me to do. And if I get involved in something that is not part of the plan for the day, let me know immediately. Bring it to my attention, bring it to my forefront so that I can go ahead and end that task so I can get back on track with what you have for me, because I don't want to be in a position where I am making my life harder, I'm making my day harder, all because I did not take the time to stop and listen. Quiet the noise and get into your presence. On today, God, I am coming before you with the people that are on pump and the people that they may share it with, to let you know we are ready to quiet the noise. If you're ready to quiet the noise, I just say drop it in the chat. Quiet the noise, right? Because at the end of the day, we all got a lot going on, right? There's a lot happening around us. There's a lot going on. We got family, we got friends, we've got work, we've got, children, right? But we can't let everything that's going on around us be so loud and so chaotic and so overwhelming that we are causing a separation, right? You got to understand this. We are causing our own separation in the relationship that we have with God by letting things get in between us and causing a gap, right? So then it's a fight when we get into the church, when we get into an opportunity to get into his presence. It takes us some time to get there. It takes us some time. Sometimes if you've ever done a Terry service, I know AFC does them, right? If you've ever gotten into the mode where you get down and you lay on your face, there are some people that can tap in immediately, and there's some people, I got to listen to the whole song, and then I got to, and then eventually that worship kick starts, and then eventually I get there, and then eventually I start to hear from him, and he taps into those places where I need him. But there are some people where you look and they get on their face. I know Pastor Rob is one, but he be kicking immediately. Apostle can get down on her face and immediately she's in his presence. Immediately she's in worship, right? But then there's sometimes where I'm just sitting there like, am I feeling it? Is this it? Like, you should, like, it should be that simple to get into his presence because you have such a relationship with him that boom, if I'm tapping into your presence, you're immediately responding to me, right? But because we've allowed so many things to get in between our relationship, it's creating a gap. So now I've got to find my way back to him, and that's why it's taking so long. Take your time to quiet the noise that's between your relationship with God, so that way when you need him, when you call on him, and when you're trying to tap in, it's an immediate response. He said, oh, that's my daughter. She has a relationship with me. That's my son. We talk all the time. Oh my goodness, they know how to get my attention. One thing about it, when you're really having a relationship with someone, they know you to the point where it's like, oh, I know how, they're going to respond. I know how, to get their attention. I know how to get into, to get them to answer the phone, right? Oh, they didn't answer for you. I know how to get their attention. I know how to get them on the phone, right? And it's the same thing with God. When you have that relationship with God and it's ongoing, you know how to get into his presence. You know how to enter in. You know how to get straight to the point, right? You don't have to work for it. You don't have to fight for it. It should be that simple that when I get into the mindset that I need to get in God's presence, it's an immediate into his presence. It's not I have to work for it. It's not I have to find the words to say. I hear it all the time. Oh, I don't know what to say when I pray. I don't know what to say. If you got a relationship with God, y'all got that understanding with God. If I'm coming to you about this, if I'm coming to you like this, that I'm boom. And we should have that kind of relationship with God where I know you and you know me to the point where boom, it happens immediately. I challenge you, whatever is in the middle of y'all's relationship with God, begin to throw out what's unnecessary, take out what's unimportant, so that way you guys are back on one accord. So that way when you need him and when he needs you, it's like a give and take. Boom, I need you, you need me. I need you, you need me. I pray that this pump has really touched somebody to the point where we are going to start being intentional about our relationship with God and getting in his presence. And anything that may come up, if it ain't important, it's not affecting us the way that it used to. All right. So meet us 5520 Topwater Drive. Just a couple of announcements. We got Friday night service, 7:30. Sunday service at 12 o'clock noon. Sunday school at 10:45. You guys be productive. Be amazing people today, okay? I love you guys. I hope you guys really, really take advantage of all the opportunities that God has for you. And I pray you guys have a wonderful day. See you next week. See you tomorrow.
I surrender my all to you.
I'll admit right now I need you. I can't see myself without you. I'm putting my trust into you. I surrender my all to you.
I surrender my all to you. I submit myself before you. I entrust my life into you. I put no one else before you. I surrender my all to you.
Think about the things that you did for me and the fact that you said you live in me. If I give it all up and I live for you, you said you free me mentally. So raw as Jack is sending me. Nothing else can hinder me. Just place your spirit into me and watch how I surrender me. I promise, 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 nothing else can compare to your love, joy, peace, grace, and your mercy. Lord, I'm thirsty like one of those deer. You wanna work me, I'ma serve you. I've been searching, couldn't find nobody but you. Couldn't find nobody, okay, I got it. Couldn't find nobody but you.
I surrender my all to you.
I'll admit right now I need you. I can't see myself without you. I'm putting my trust into you. I surrender my all to you.
I surrender my all to you. I submit myself before you. I entrust my